Bendy and the Ink Machine is a game that I hold very close to my heart. It's what inspired me to get into YouTube. It's what started my knack for first-person single-player action games and provided me with hours of enjoyment. And I thought that after making that one semi-negative review about Postal 3, I can make a positive review. Nope. Bendy and the Ink Machine. Do you like walking in a straight line? You like fetch quests, half-baked mechanics, or hell, even a non-cohesive plot that makes less sense as the story progresses? What I'm asking is, do you hate yourself? Yeah. Well, buckle up, buddy, because I've got the perfect game for you. Bendy and the Ink Machine begins by greeting us with a letter from our former employer, Mr. Joey Drew. Dear Henry, it seems like a lifetime since we worked on cartoons together. 30 years really slips away, doesn't it? Okay, great, no further context. So, Henry decides to go back to his old workplace, and after he discovers the entire workplace is abandoned, he, turns on the giant ink machine and summons the real-life manifestation of Satan himself. That's it, that's chapter 1. Right now, keep in mind, this was released back in the day of Let's Players playing spooky games and pissing their pants at the nearest sight of a jump scare. Now, this sort of content alongside fan music and fan art really helped to boost the game's popularity. You know, this has become real important to the two devs who began working on this project, Meatley and Mike Mood. They never expected anything more than a tech demo out of the game, which was basically just chapter 1, so what did? They sat down, they buckled up, and they wrote a no. They just made up the story as they went along. Now, here's how to make your own Bendy and the Ink Machine quality story. You see, the fans really enjoyed the pentagram segment at the end of chapter 1, so why not create a chapter centered around mad cultists? Draw heavy inspiration from BioShock, kill the cult leader off at the end, so we can have a fresh start at the ending of the next chapter, introduce the same jump scare from chapter 1 at the end, and voila. Product's sole purpose is to capitalize off of a hype train. You see, follow this trend until you have a game. Fans are interested in this Alice Angel poster? Rip the segment straight out of BioShock, replace the antagonist of Alice, run fetch quests for her with your companion, Boris the Wolf, and bam. Well, what about after she backstabs you? The fans want to save Boris now, don't they? Well, save him. Have the entirety of chapter 4 centered around saving Boris, and throw in a bunch of pie elements that are completely destroyed and don't make any sense. We have no idea what they are either. Stick with the ending we originally planned, sell the merchandise, roll credits. Bam! Now, that's a crossover simplification of Bendy and the Ink Machine's story, and the whole rant might not have made any sense to you, but neither did the entire game's story, so I'm sorry. You see, I failed to mention some important plot elements, like Bertram Piedmont, the projectionist, Joey Drew, or hell, even the main antagonist of the whole game. None of it matters. Absolutely none of it matters. Now, the devs listened to what fans enjoyed about previous chapters, based the chapter around the one thing that fans liked, added in random plot elements, and waited for the fans to decide the outcome of the story. And let me tell you, it paid off. 750,000 downloads on Steam, 1.5 million fan-made videos on YouTube, including songs, artwork, and hell, even fan games. Combine this with the thousands of merchandise sales, and you got yourself a success. So why not expand this business model? Let's hire 50 employees and split the company in half to work on 2 games. I'm done. Showdown Bandit. Does anybody remember? Does anybody remember Showdown? Jesus Christ! Oh my God, it's been so long. I think I need a crack. Yes, nature. No, I seriously dread talking about this game. It was developed by Meatley Games, which was now known as Kindly Beast around this time. It was this game where you control this puppet on a stage, and it was styled like an old western, and yeah, they were just basically trying to replicate Bendy's success. I mean, originally it was supposed to be so much more than that, with talented programmers, story writers, level designers, artists, animators, voice actors, just working to create something truly special. Too bad it wasn't good enough for the Meatley and Mike. Mike Canada. According to the original developers, the project was actually turning out great, but because the Meatly and Mike Mood had 1. Developed the beginning chapters of Bendy and the Hit Machine, 2. Owned the entire company despite their poor leadership skills, they had a final say in what kind of product they ended up releasing. So, during the last few months of development, they cobbled together this game from assets that previous developers had made, and yeah, they slapped it on Steam. They even delayed it for a bit, telling fans that it was taking longer than expected. The game bombed. Deservedly so. You no longer purchase it on Steam. It's not like it matters. Nobody, except for maybe hardcore Bendy fans, actually gave a damn. The game was a buggy, boring, frustrating mess with an incoherent plot and thousands of assets, animations, audio clips just thrown out the window in favor of these stupid little notes. And you know what? I bought this back in 2019. Yeah, this exact same laptop. All I need to do is just dish out $20 on Steam. I created a Steam account for this. Same one I'm using now. I'll have this game within all its future chapters, and it would be readily available for me on my laptop any moment I wanted. You know, it was cool, right? I want my $20 back. Anyways, the game's poor sales caused a massive layoff of 50 employees, which is an issue because Bendy and the Ink Machine sequel, Bendy and the Dark Revival, was in the oven around this time. Hell, it was announced right before Showdown Bandit, and there's still no release date to this day. I mean, one more dev was fired before holidays 2020, and 3 senior directors were just fired some months back. I mean, you know it's a huge issue, and the Bendy wiki boasts that Bendy and the Dark Revival has... Let me put on my glasses. Sweet baby Jesus, over 8 developers? You mean less game than the last game had towards the end of its development cycle? What? And now it's stuck in development limbo. That's Bendy. That's it. That's it. Hey princess, and a good girl, good dog. I love you. I love you. I love you. Yeah. I know. It's scary Amazon man. I know. God, I have so many good memories of this game. I got into YouTube, I made fan content, I streamed the game, I interacted with other fans of the franchise, including the owner of the Dark Deception news channel. Yeah. Got your back, Ronan. Fortunately, this game sucks. Mike, the Meatly, Book Past, they all suck too. The books are awesome. Also, just watch these videos made by Chris Portal instead. 0 out of 7. Bye. The physical copy is only sold at GameStop. So yeah. Yeah.